Hi, I'm the last one. Today we're going to be watching Jojo Siwa is Delusional. This is by Honest. The original video will be in the description box below. Please comment what you want me to react to next. And this is the whole situation about her being a bad girl and she was doing bad things. So let's get into this video.
In lieu of Jojo Siwa's rebrand, she has been making a lot of statements in the media, most of which are eye-roll inducing and laughably naive.
Yeah.
For one, she said that she presented her music to her label and told them she wanted to make a new genre called gay pop, which is funny in its stupidity, but also opens the door for a more serious conversation on doing your homework and knowing what you're stepping into before trying to stake claim to an invention. Because there are so many gay icons in music who had to break down barriers and endure so much because of their sexuality to make space for gay topics in popular music.
I want to start a new genre of music. And they said, what do you mean? And I said, well, it's called gay pop.
Who was that?
Ultimately, it's easy to laugh off though because it's Jojo Siwa, and she seems to be the only one unaware of her history. She went on to say, "It's no secret that my transition is heavily inspired by Miley Cyrus, Miley's flip, Miley's switch. Miley's turn was the greatest thing I've witnessed with my own two eyes," Jojo said. Jojo went on to explain how her music will be similar to Lady Gaga's Applause and Miley's On My Own and Can't Be Tamed. Funnily enough, as it turns out, her song Karma is allegedly a Miley Cyrus reject from over 10 years ago, which makes a lot of sense as to why the song sounds so 2011. The song shares writers and producers with a team that commonly worked with Miley during her Disney days, namely Rock Mafia. There were tweets of the producers working on the song called Karma way back in 2012, which would set this song up to be originally included on Miley's Can't Be Tamed album, which is notable for being the album in which Miley started to become edgier and show signs of growing up. Still very controversial, but obviously bangers made Can't Be Tamed look more tame than ever. The internet also discovered that the song was in the hands of another artist named Britt Smith, who filmed a music video for the song and teased it many times before it ultimately got shelved in 2012. But it has made a resurgence after JoJo's version was released, and even Britt sings it much better and much more convincingly than Jojo Siwa does. It is so early 2010s coded. It's a corny and shamelessly cheesy song. But cheesy songs are sometimes passable with the right artist that makes it sound cool, and in this case, listenable. Like imagine a 2009 Rihanna singing this song. She would absolutely rock it and make it sound like the coolest thing you've ever heard. Jojo sings it passionately, but she sings it like she's happy that she finally gets to curse, or is just now discovering curse words. Her delivery is so peppy, there's no fire in her voice. She sings like she's enjoying the spectacle her image is going to cause, which is evident in even the way she performs it, which is in direct contrast with the lyrics. It also doesn't help that the song is slathered in auto-tune, and that Jojo is not a technical or good emotive singer. I imagine that even the 2011 Miley would have been able to sell this song so much better, and I imagine that Britt's version is close to how a young Miley would sound on this record. Now, it's completely normal for songs to be passed around or even sat on for an extended amount of time and later reworked. We've seen this with other songs like Ariana Grande's Rim, Selena Gomez's Rare, or even Miley's own Doctor, which was originally for bangers but only recently released. But it's funny how brazen Jojo Siwa is about reinventing the wheel when she's essentially performing a 2011 Disney reject. When asked about her influences like Miley, she said, "I look at some of the generations above them, Michael Jackson, Prince, Elton, Bowie, and of course Gaga. Elvis was the first to not be afraid to be different, to not be afraid to be out there, to not be afraid to take a risk," which Elvis was not the first to be different or take a major risk, and anyone who knows the history of rock and roll or popular music in general knows that at this point.
And the best new artist is me. I have never received nothing. You all ain't never gave me no Grammy. And I've been singing for years. I am the architect of rock and roll. They never gave me.
Jojo Siwa is just all over the place. And she is in fact delusional, but to her credit, she has the right amount of delusion and self-centeredness to attain at least a few chart entries as a pop star, even if it's more of a running joke than actual pop legitimacy. Let's not forget she was a star on Nickelodeon and a big brand, So she also has a built-in fan base. So even if there isn't good music
I
coming
just can't
out
stand the
of
car
this
that
pop
she has.
career,
The
there
car,
is a sense of
her Tesla
entertainment.
with her face
It's
on
almost
it,
like
that
watching
is
a
so
made-for-TV
ugly.
pop
I'm
star
sorry.
or parody come to real life, down to the music. So if her goal is to be taken seriously, she has an extremely long way to go.
A very long way. Child, it just seems very, very horny to me.